up, you guys? It is time for the 24-hour movie marathon. Thanks to Ryan Chattaway. All of Ryan's information will be below. How to find his channel, the rules for the 24-hour movie marathon. I think this is the 6th or 7th year that he's done it. And to be fully honest, the last couple years I was planning to do it, but just I never did. So I'm excited that this is the first year. Now, unless I take massive amounts of trucker speed, there's no way I'm getting through the 24 hours. There's no way unless there's a family emergency, I am not staying up 24 hours. But God bless to all of you who can. That's awesome. I'm probably going to break it up in either 6 or 8 hour chunks and do it that way. But the first category that I wanted to tackle was the 3-hour movie. Now, this may be a cheat, I don't know, but I've chosen to watch a documentary, a 180 plus minute documentary. We saw Alien Covenant last night. I've seen Prometheus. I saw it in the theater, and then I've seen it about 4 times on Blu-ray. And you know what? I very much enjoy Prometheus. I feel like I get something new or different out of it every time I watch it. So I'm going to go back and watch the 3-hour plus documentary on the making of Prometheus. My thoughts on Alien Covenant: I thought it was good. You know, I would like to go back and watch it again because I just feel like with Prometheus and with this one, I need to watch it a couple times to kind of figure things out a little bit. And those are movies I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy the no thinking summertime movies. Those are fun. But I enjoy these as well, and I love that universe, the Alien universe. So yeah, I would like to see Covenant again, for sure. We saw it on I think they call it it's not an IMAX screen, but it's just as big as the IMAX screen, and it looked amazing. Oh my gosh. So this is going to be first up. It's 7 p.m. Sunday night. So we'll see if I can go till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and get this puppy rolling. So yeah, first up will be the making of Prometheus. And if you want to see what snacks I'm going to be eating, look at this. I've got some blue almonds, the smokehouse variety. I've got some pistachio nuts. Got Lily's almond chocolate bar. Those are good. And then good old Diet Pepsi. If I'm going to pimp it, I'll pimp it properly. There we go. So that's what I'm going to be snacking on, and I'll give you my thoughts on the documentary after it's over. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. All right, done with Prometheus, the documentary, and yes, it was 3 hours and 40 minutes, way longer than I expected. I mean, I knew it was 3 hours, but it's almost 4 hours, and so interesting. Super glad that I watched it. It covers everything, like every facet of the filmmaking they go through. You know, from all of the pre stuff, from the script to all of the how they want to film it, and then they go through the casting and the filming and the special effects, which was amazing because a lot of it was practical. There were special effects, but a lot of it was practical, and that was fascinating. And then looking at a little bit of the editing process, and then I wish they had done, maybe not, but I wish they had done a little bit more on the the pre-release, what's the word I'm looking for? The pre-release advertising, because they had done some some online things that you could go and kind of decipher. So that would have been fun to see the advertising part of it. That's the word I was looking for. But Jesus, that's not even really a complaint. It was an amazing look at the making of the film and how much time and effort and thought went into all of it. So kudos. It was really good and just makes me appreciate Prometheus even more. I was talking to my older one because we had seen Alien Covenant together, and you know, I really want to go and see it again, probably on the big screen, but we'll see. And in case you're wondering about my snack status, I'll give you a look. Let's see, we'll do it this way. So we gotta look at some of the other films that I'm gonna be doing. I'm about 3/4 of the way done with the chocolate, some almonds. I haven't touched the almonds yet, but the pistachios are toast. Diet Pepsi's almost toast. And so yeah, there we go. So let's travel a little bit. I'll talk about the next film that I'm going to do tonight. And I think that'll be it.
Shit.
Why? You don't want to be?
I don't want to be in it.
Look, I got a selfie stick.
I saw that. I don't want to be in it.
Well, how about your voice? Is that okay?
That's fine. If you put me in it, I will kick you.
You heard that. So we'll just focus this way. We'll show Haunted Mansion poster. The next film, or the next category I'm gonna tackle is the classic that you've never seen before, and for me, I picked To Kill a Mockingbird. I don't ever remember seeing this film. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Has it been a long time?
Been a long time.
Yeah. So this is the Digibook edition from Universal, and so I'm gonna watch this, and that's probably all I'm gonna do tonight. I think that'll be 4 or 5. That would be a little over 6 hours. So we'll see.
If you do it, you'll regret it.
How much? Look at that mess. You can see the mess on the kitchen table. Because I'd go out there right now, but it's dark. We are putting all of this in a cabinet in the backyard, so I will be assembling that probably in a couple days.
Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
I did it!
Oh, you know what? That's fine.
He's mad.
I'll have you a YouTube channel.
No, you're not. You can't figure it out.
You don't think so?
Right.
Is that a challenge?
No. So yeah, I'm gonna walk around for a little bit so I don't lose circulation in my body, and then we'll get on with To Kill a Mockingbird, the classic that I've not seen before. So I will talk to you after the film. All right, all done with To Kill a Mockingbird. I don't remember ever watching this. You know, I was thinking, yeah, I read the book in high school, but I don't remember seeing the movie. And boy, what an amazing movie. This is one, you know, it was made in, I think, 1962. I know it was in the early 60s. And it's one of these movies that you can still watch today in 2017. And it still means something, you know? I mean, you can still get something out of it. The performances are amazing. I mean, from the child performances to Gregory Peck, Brock Peters, Robert Duvall is in it for just a little bit, and he doesn't say anything, but his performance is rock solid. Just all around amazing performances and just a great story. If you haven't seen To Kill a Mockingbird, definitely give it a watch when you can, because it's one it's still relevant today. It's, I don't know what time it is, 1 something. I'm not gonna wuss out. I think I'm gonna squeeze one more movie in. Let's see. I don't know. Let's head this way and see what I'm gonna watch. Let's go over here where there's probably no light. I think I'm gonna do, where is it? I think I'm gonna do the, well, now I'm blown out. That's a little bit better. Predator 2. Now, the category I'm gonna do next is a movie with a number in it. Yes, you know what? I'm cheating. It's a sequel, but it has the number 2 in it. You can't control all of my movies, Ryan Chattaway. I'm watching Predator 2. For a couple reasons. One, I haven't seen it in forever. And I know that Two Peas on a Podcast, they did a commentary. And if you haven't listened to that podcast, I love it. Jay, the Stingray, who's also on Sausage Factory, him and his buddy have a podcast. They did the commentary, and then I know Sausage Factory recently did a commentary. So I want to give the movie a watch again, and then listen to it with the commentaries. I'll leave the links down below. But yeah, I think I'm going to go Predator 2 next, and that'll probably be the last one for tonight. And some of you may see and be, well, let's see, and be wondering, what's going on? How can you have 49er things and a Derek Carr picture there? I'll give you a brief explanation. I am a diehard 49er fan. Wow, I gotta figure this shit out. They are my team. But, you know, here in the Valley, we watch Derek Carr play, and he's such a good guy. You know, I'll support him no matter where he goes. So even if he was with the Seahawks, I'll support him. But, yeah, so that's why we got that going on in the corner here. So we're going to do a little Predator 2. I may move into the den now that everyone's asleep and watch it. This is the office area, so when I'm in here, I'm not really bugging anybody. And, but yeah, so let's move on to movie number 3. I'll catch you guys after Predator. Okay, you guys, it is about 3:40 in the morning. And I gotta give credit to everyone that makes it through the full 24 hours. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm up to 8 hours right now, just about 8 hours, and I can't keep my eyes open. But I did make it through Predator 2, and what a treat. I haven't seen Predator 2 in at least 10 years, 10, 15 years. I have no idea. But it is so fun. Just a great sci-fi action movie, and that cast is amazing. I forgot about all the people in Predator 2. I mean, you've got Danny Glover, Gary Busey, Bill Paxton, Morton Downey Jr., you've got Maria Conchita Alonso. I think the actor's name is Ruben Blades. He's in it. And then like the creature effects, the Predator, you know, the main one, he looked to be practical, and it just looks great. Now, you know, you had a few CGI Predators at the end. Maybe they look a little dated, but overall, it looks good. It still looks good. You know, plus you throw in some humor, and it's just that's a solid movie for me. I'm so happy that I watched it again. But yeah, so I'm gonna pick this up tomorrow, and maybe knock it all out. Maybe knock out like 2 or 3 more movies. We'll see. But I'm gonna go pass out, and I will catch you guys tomorrow, and we'll pick it up. All right, you guys. Taking a little trip over to Taco Bell. It's the following day, and I just remembered I forgot to talk about something last night about Predator 2. I woke up, I'm like, holy shit, I forgot to talk about the alien head, which was amazing when this movie came out. Now you gotta remember, there's no internet when this movie comes out. So, you know, when you see your friends or after the movie, you're like, oh, it's just a rat's nest. Afterwards, you're like, holy shit, did you see that? Was that an alien head that the Predator had? It was amazing talking to, you know, friends and making theories about it. It was really cool. And, you know, people were just all hyped up that the Predator was on the hunt and that they actually hunted an alien. It was very exciting. It's still very exciting because at first I forgot that scene was in there. And watching when Danny Glover got on the Predator ship, I was like, oh shit, this is where he sees the alien head. Not that he knows what it is, but to the audience. And I thought that was awesome. I truly. So that's all I wanted to bring up. I'm headed over to get, I forget what the hell they call it, like a protein bowl or something like that at Taco Bell. Is it the healthiest thing? No, but it's not too bad. I'll continue the movie marathon tonight. I may finish it up. We'll see. We will see. Or it may be 2 or 3 more movies. But yeah, so that's all that's going on. Let me know what you guys thought when you first saw Predator 2. Like, were you stoked that there was an alien skull on the ship? I don't know. I was. So, alright, I will talk to you guys later. Alright, we are back. We are on night 2 of the movie marathon. And I'm going to try to bust out as many movies as I can tonight. Whoa, that's seasick vision. First up, I am going to tackle the first, what is it? The first letter of your first name. So I'm going to do Rumblefish. I've never seen Rumblefish, which makes no sense because it's one of those movies where I would have seen it in, well, the 80s. What year was it? 83? 82, 83. And it's kind of like, I always associated it with kind of an outsider's vibe, which may be totally false, but it's a movie I don't know, I just never saw. So I'm looking forward to that with Matt Dillon. And I know it's going to get a Criterion Collection release. So now I'll get a chance to see if I want to, buy the Criterion Collection if I like the movie. And then after that, we'll see. I don't have any snacks. I had dinner not too long ago, so chilling on the snacks, but I'm sure we'll get something later. And so let's get cracking. We're on to the next movie, Rumblefish. I will see you after the movie. Alright, all done. All done with Rumblefish, which covers the category movie that starts with the first letter of your first name. I really enjoyed it. It was very different. It was all black and white except for maybe just a couple scenes. The cast, what a huge cast. I mean, you have Matt Dillon, and I don't know who played a better kind of badass, not kid, but like young person than Matt Dillon in the 80s. You had Over the Edge, My Bodyguard, Outsiders, Rumblefish. I mean, he played it to a T. He did it so well. And, it continues in this. And you have Mickey Rourke, who plays Matt Dillon's brother, Diane Lane, who plays kind of the on-again, off-again girlfriend. Chris Penn is in there, Nicolas Cage, Lawrence Fishburne, Tom Waits. Who am I missing? Who else was in there? I feel like I'm missing someone huge. Dennis Hopper played their father. Amazing. I mean, the performances were excellent, all just down the line. Now, after watching it for a while, now I haven't listened, there's a commentary on here with Francis Ford Coppola, who directed the film, and I'm sure he explains it, but it just seemed like maybe quarter to halfway through the film, we just started noticing some things, like there was an inordinate amount of fog and steam, and the way kind of certain things were happening in the movie. It almost kind of felt like, they were in maybe a purgatory, and Mickey Rourke has come back to help his brother kind of get to the other side in a way. Like Mickey Rourke came to free things. He freed the, well, it's spoilers, okay, so don't listen for the next couple minutes if you haven't seen it and you don't want it spoiled. But it almost felt like Mickey Rourke came back just to free things. He freed the animals in the pet store. He's freeing his brother. Because the environment in which they lived almost didn't, it felt ethereal in a way. It was a very unique look to it. This is one that I may pick up on Criterion when it comes out later this year. The score by Stuart Copeland of The Police was different. It's one that really stood out. You know, it wasn't a typical score that I would think of to go along with this film. But it was very good. There's a young Sofia Coppola in this. She's maybe, I don't know, 10, 11. She's very young. So that was kind of fun to see her in there. But yeah, check it out if you haven't seen Rumblefish. This is the DVD, and the DVD itself is packed. You know, it has deleted scenes, the audio commentary, making up, the percussion-based score, Stuart Copeland, and then you have a Don't Box Me In music video, and I'm sure all of this will be included on the Criterion collection. So that's it for Rumblefish. I think, let's see, what are we going to go to next? I think we're going to do maybe the box office bomb or what was the category? The box office bomb or critic. What was it, Chris?
Criterion?
No. Maybe it was critically panned or box office flop. So I have chosen The Black Cauldron.
Oh.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
I've never seen The Black Cauldron.
God, it sucks.
What? Okay.
Does that qualify for what you're looking for?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
It's such a poorly animated, dreary drag of a story.
Well, this was released, I'm pretty sure Black Cauldron was released in I feel very blue right now. It might be my shirt and the light. No, just on camera, I feel it's very blue.
It's probably picking up your shirt.
It probably is.
Take your shirt off.
I'm not taking that off. I think this was made in a time where it was kind of the dark times of Disney animation.
Medieval?
Well, no, before Little Mermaid, before Beauty and the Beast. I think this was kind of in that in-between time. And I'm trying to find a date on here. Are you going to hook me up and look up a date?
Oh, what's it called? The Black Pile of Crap?
Yes, Black Cauldron. 1 disc. What year did it come out? It's got to be 80-something.
Jan 1, 1985.
It came out the January 1st?
According to this. The Black Cauldron release date.
Okay, so The Black Cauldron came out in 1985, so it's definitely in that kind of in-between area, because I think Little Mermaid came out in late 80s. I think that was the first one that kind of rebooted Disney a little bit. So yeah, so we're going to go with the
Little Mermaid, November 17, 89.
It was 89, okay. So we're going to go with this one. Next up. You going to watch it with me?
No, I'm going to bed. I'm not doing your 24 hours of insanity.
Well, I'm not doing 24 hours of insanity either. I would need... I was telling them yesterday that I would need massive amounts of trucker speed to actually get through a full 24 hours.
I can hook you up.
I don't want to know where you find trucker speed.
I don't find it.
Well, no, it's not like you can find it on the streets.
I sourced it.
You outsource trucker speed?
I have people. I know people.
You have people with trucker speed.
What answer? Is this going on the World Wide Web, or is this just your own private bullshit?
No, why would I make a video just for me?
I've seen you do Stranger Things.
Well, I guess he doesn't want to go on camera stating trucker speed confidants.
Oh no.
All right. So anyways, here we go. And was there anything else?
Stick with no-dos.
No dose. Was there anything else we wanted to talk about with Rumblefish? I liked it.
It was good.
It was good.
It was a little artsy-tistic. Artsy-fartsy-tistic.
It was artsy-fartsy, but
I liked it a lot. I liked the shot with him leaving his body.
yes, that was different. There is a scene where, I was going to call Michael Keaton, Matt Dillon gets conked on the head, like, super hard, and he leaves his body, and he kind of... Maybe that's when he really did die. Maybe he did die there.
Yeah.
And, Mickey Rourke, in preparation, knew that this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke came to help him, to kind of set him free.
I'm feeling that.
It could be. I'm looking forward to listening to that commentary. So let's get to it. The Black Cauldron. All right, Black Cauldron has been watched. It is done. Not as bad as what Chris was saying. I thought the beginning was good, the end was good, the middle got a little wishy-washy for me. But it was alright. I don't think it's one that I would watch again, but, not as horrible as I've kind of heard over the years. I wanted to look up some information regarding Black Cauldron, and so it was released in the summer of 1985. It cost $44 million it was a $44 million budget, and at the time it was the most expensive animated film ever made, and the film grossed $21.3 million domestically. So it resulted in a loss for Walt Disney Studios, put the future of the animation department in jeopardy. It was so poorly received that it was not distributed as a home video release for more than a decade after the theatrical run. That's something, considering, the VHS days. And it says here, adding insult to injury, the film was also beaten at the box office by the Care Bears movie, which made $22.9 million domestically. It did well in France. It's interesting, because if I was a parent in 1985, I would have been a little shocked by this, taking my kid to this film, because you're thinking, okay, it's a Disney movie. That's the other thing I wanted to look at. It's a Disney movie. Family fun. It should be a good time. And then it just gets very dark. Now that's what, being an adult, that's what I enjoyed about it. I think some of it looked pretty awesome. The, like the Horn King looked cool. It's a bit Lord of the Ringsy. But it's cool. I enjoyed when they were at the castle and when the skeletons came out of the cauldron. Like, that was all really cool. But if I'm a parent in 1985 taking my child to this, I'd be like, what the hell's going on? And they didn't have, I'm trying to remember if they have PG-13 then. They may have, but this was rated PG. And then coming off of, so you've got The Rescuers in 1977, The Fox and the Hound in 1981, and then you've got The Black Cauldron in 1985, and then Great Mouse Detective in 86. What's interesting is, looking at those movies, all of them except for The Black Cauldron, to me, look Disney. Whereas this one didn't kind of have that Disney look. This looked more like, I can't think of the studio, I'm sorry, but like the studio that put out Secret of NIMH, it kind of had that flavor to it a little bit, to me. But, is it as bad as a lot of people have said it is? To me, no. It was enjoyable enough, but I probably wouldn't watch it again. So that is it for The Black Cauldron, the box office flop, or the critical seen in the critics' eyes as a failure. So I think next, let me go get the next movie. Okay, next up, I am going to do the movie with the first letter of your last name. Now, I didn't have anything in my collection with the first letter of my last name that I really wanted to watch, because I tried to pick things that I haven't seen before. That way it could stay kind of fresh. So I chose my maiden name, and it would be S. So Ryan Chattaway, if that's cheating, that's tough. You can't control me, Ryan Chattaway. You can't. I chose to do S for Singing in the Rain. And it's also a classic I've never seen before. You know, I picked this up. It's sad to say I didn't have Singing in the Rain in my collection. And when, you know, when Carrie Fisher died, Debbie Reynolds passed away, which was so sad, you know, the consecutive days. I was like, you know, I've never seen Singing in the Rain, so I picked it up. But yeah, so I'm going to give Singing in the Rain a watch. And I was doing the calculations. I'm at about 11 hours in the marathon. So I'm going to have to add the trilogy, because I think that was like the bonus, was you could add a movie trilogy to fill up the time. So that's what I'm going to have to do, because this will only take me to like 12 plus the other one I have left, maybe like 14 hours. So I got to throw in some hours in there. But let's get on with Singing in the Rain. I'll catch you guys after. Alright, you guys, all done with Singing in the Rain. You know what? I'm really glad that I finally watched it. It was the performances, the choreography, and the sets. Boy, it's just amazing. It really is. The time it must have taken to just get all of that down, because there aren't a lot of like quick cuts, so they had to know those dance sequences very well. You know, the story was fine, but it was all about the dance sequences, the songs. And so yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that I gave this one a watch. Singing in the Rain. Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor, and Debbie Reynolds. Gosh. But yeah, I don't know why I waited so long to give this one a watch, but I'm glad I finally did. So that's it for tonight. It's like 3 in the morning and I'm super tired, and I'll pick it up tomorrow night and just bust out some more. I'm about halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through the 24 hours. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Take care. You know what's fun about spreading out the movie marathon is you get to come on some road trips with me. Now, our older boy's graduating from high school in a couple weeks, so we're all over the place trying to get everything ready. I have to go by Office Depot, Office Max, whatever it's called, and return something. And up here at the shopping center, everything's lined up. Target, Best Buy, Office Depot, PetSmart. So I can kind of hit everything in one shot. Now, first world problems here, but you know, I'm thinking it's Tuesday. Logan came out today. Which version am I going to get? I know for sure I'm not getting the Steelbook version. I'm not a big Steelbook collector. 2, I just didn't like the artwork they went with on that Steelbook. It was an odd choice in my eyes. So that's a no. Then there's just the regular version, and then there's the Target Digibook. Now, I am a Digibook fan. I waited until today to watch a couple people open up their Digibooks and just see what it looks like, because it's not a Warner Brothers release. Warner Brothers puts out the best digibooks. So, you know, I saw a couple people open it. It's a little different. It has what looks to be a very nice slip cover. So that's a plus. But, you know, once they opened it up, I was like, man, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side. It didn't do all that much for me. The pictures inside were nice. They were black and white, very kind of vivid and nice, but overall, it didn't do it for me. So I think I'm just going to go with the regular edition that came out. I have $5 and gift certificates at Best Buy, because when we bought the Switch, I think that put us over the top. So I think I'm going to go over there, get it for $14.99, and that'll be that. Then I got to go to the Office store, and that's about it. I will show you which one I pick up, even though I just told you. I'll show you the edition I picked up when I get back in the car. And we've got all these people that are just walking. If Chris was here, the dinosaur would be full, that's for sure. I mean, I know it's hot here, but you could move quicker. So I will catch you guys when I get back in the car. Okay, out of Best Buy, out of the Office store. It's good to get things out of the way. I love it. So yeah, I just went with the regular version of Logan, and it's a beautiful slipcover. It's got a matte finish. Oh, I love it. Love it. What I don't love are the Best Buy stickers, and especially on a matte finish slipcover. And this one is not going to be easy to take off, which drives me bonkers. So anyways, and then I was looking around, because I rarely go into Best Buy nowadays. Looked around, you know, it's kind of the same old, but I did get, there we go, Police Academy, the 4-pack, the first 4 movies. You know what, I haven't seen any of the Police Academy movies in, I don't know how long, at least 20 years. And I was just in the mood, you know, for some silly comedies. They're fun, silly summer comedies. So that's all I got. Plus I had the $5 coupon for Best Buy. Used that, and I'm melting. It is, you know, it's not even the heart of summer here in the valley, and it's hot. So I'm gonna go get a beverage, and then I gotta go to the post office, and then I will see you tonight for night 3 of the 24-hour movie marathon. It's spread out a little bit, but we're getting there. So I will catch you guys tonight. We're on to night number 3 of the 24-hour movie marathon, and I'm going to tackle the last official category for this year's criteria of the marathon, and that is going to be, it's the Wildcard. I think it was like a silent film, an animated film, or a musical. I am going with an animated film. One that really is going to be like watching fresh, because I think I watched it in the early 80s maybe. I don't know, when did this come out? I don't even remember. It came out a long ass time ago. 78. So, you know, I saw it in the early 80s. I don't remember it, but it is Lord of the Rings, the Ralph Bakshi version. And this is the remastered deluxe edition from Warner Brothers. Looks like it has a decent, it's got a few special features. And so I'm looking forward to watching this. I also have the other 2 versions, not 2 versions, the other 2 editions, The Hobbit, and then they did Return of the King. I may be, at the tail end of the movie marathon, I'll probably be watching those. But for now, we're going to tackle Lord of the Rings. all done with the animated Lord of the Rings. This ran longer than I expected. It was over 2 hours. And oh boy, I mean, just amazing. I mean, maybe, you know, like Miyazaki, his work, and then you have like Bakshi's work that's just really amazing. And I'm not dissing Disney or Pixar or anything, but you know, you watch something like this and it's just amazing, truly. It's almost Fellowship and Two Towers put together, which makes sense because the next animated one is the next animated Bakshi film is Return of the King. So that would make sense that they maybe didn't do a Two Towers. You know, here's the thing. For me with Bakshi, whether I enjoy his movie or not, visually, it's amazing. It truly is. Like, it's just something you don't see. And I absolutely appreciate that. This was a movie that I did enjoy, and I think it has just as much emotion as, you know, a real life movie if it was shot live action, which a lot of this was. It was shot live action. Then I guess the process is called like rotoscoping, which I love. I just it's so cool and it's so different. Even though this is something that was made back in the 70s or the 80s, I forget what I said earlier, 78. You know, it's just something you don't see anymore. And I wish we would see more of a different animated style. Like, you know, like I mentioned, we have Miyazaki, who, you know, amazing work, emotional stories, and we do get, you know, we do get good stories out of Disney and stuff. But as far as the visual style, there's nothing like him. There's nothing like Bakshi. So I'm really, you know, once again, I'm really glad that I gave that one a watch because, and you know what? Watching it, I haven't seen that one before. I've seen parts of The Hobbit, not that one. So now I'm technically done with all of Ryan Chattaway's requirements. I believe there were 7 categories, and I'm done with them. I'm at about 15 hours logged in. So I'm going to go to he has like the bonus category, which is a movie trilogy. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, go with an unorthodox trilogy. I'm going to go Predators, Alien vs. Predator, and then Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Because I haven't seen Predators. I'm on an Alien and Predator kick right now because of Covenant. And then, you know, I've watched Prometheus and I watched Predator 2 the other night. So I don't know if I've shown you guys before. I haven't done it with this one. I didn't put anything on the back. I make, you know, my own little box sets. So for this one, or multi-pack, not a box set. So this one has Predator, Predator 2, and then Predators. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm excited to watch this one again because I've only seen it once, and that was when it first came out. So I'm excited to give this one another watch and give you my thoughts on it. But yeah, I'm still just thinking about the Bakshi's Lord of the Rings. It's just amazing. You know, all of the details. You know, there's so many details in the background, and then it just makes me think about all of the, you know, animation that comes out. And I don't mean to diss modern animation, and certainly not all of it. But gosh, I mean, there's just something. You're like visually on overload by the end of the movie. So, and that's a compliment, you know, it's just amazing. But we are on to Predators. Who made Predators? Robert Rodriguez. I know Adrian Brody was in it. So, let's get cracking. Alright, done with Predators, and Yep, feel the same way about it as I did the first time. It was just meh. I thought, you know what, I want to give it another viewing, see if anything's changed. No, I still, for me, it's just a boring film. You know, the one character that I enjoyed the Asian character. I thought he was really good. The scene with him and the samurai sword, you know, battling the predator, that was cool. I wanted to see maybe more stuff like that, but that movie just bores the heck out of me. And then, you know, Topher Grace, I forgot he was in it. And this is like at least the second time that he's tried to play a bad guy. You know, the first time in Spider-Man 3, he played Eddie Brock. In my eyes, didn't work that well. And then now in, in Predators, it didn't work. Nothing about that character worked. I just felt like he was really miscast in that. But yeah, so once again, it's about 4 o'clock. Seems like 4 o'clock rolls around and I'm tired. So I think I'm going to call it for tonight. I got 2 more movies under my belt and possibly finish it. No, I don't think I'm going to finish it tomorrow. I think I have 2 more days and then we'll finish it up. But tomorrow I will definitely watch Alien vs. Predator and then Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Because I've only seen those once and that was a while ago. So that'll be on the slate for tomorrow. And alright, so I will catch you guys tomorrow. Rockin' and rollin'. Well, we're on to another little adventure. You guys must be thinking, damn woman, you keep going to the same shopping center. It's true. This is probably the 3rd time this week I've gone over to the shopping center right here, which is pretty rare. I don't go over there that often, but like I mentioned yesterday, the boy's graduating from high school and we've just got stuff to get here, there. Plus, I got a message. Let's see, hold on. I don't want to get hit. Let's see if we can do this. I got a message from Luke over at Razor Wire Reviews, and he is trying to get the digibook edition of Logan. And so he asked if I had any Targets near me, and we do. We have, now for sure we have 5. I'm thinking we might have 7. Because the 2 cities that are, like, they're right next to each other. I'm pretty sure there are 7. So I checked online, and fortunately, the one right by my house has them in stock. So I did a, whatever. You click it to pick it up. You pay for it, you go pick it up. So I'm going to go do that, make sure that the packaging is in good order. And if not, I don't think it's going to be a big deal because they seem to be all over town. So it looks like, at least the scalpers didn't go hog wild on these, not yet. Here. But we're going to do that, and then I have to go over and get some clothes. I have a funeral to go to on Friday, and then I need to get some clothes for the boys' graduation. And then tonight we continue the movie marathon. We're going to go to, we're not going anywhere. We're going to watch Alien vs. Predator and then Requiem. And if I remember correctly, I enjoyed Alien vs. Predator. Requiem, not so much. It's your turn, honey. Go on. Come on. I was thinking some more about Predators. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned it. Robert Rodriguez didn't direct it. It was someone else. I did not like that movie. I cannot see myself going back and rewatching it. at all, which is a shame. I enjoy 1 and 2 so much, but this one, nah. Okay. So, we're gonna park here, head into Target, hopefully not hit anybody. We got a Dick's Sporting Goods that opened up. Whoopie-doo, whoopie-day. We're gonna park over here. All right, so I will show you what I got in a sec. Okay, done. Oh, so I go to the clothes store, get a couple outfits for the events coming up. Cool, that took a little bit. That was fun. And now I go to the Target that's next door to it, which is where I thought I had ordered the Logan digibooks. And it turns out that my smart brain ordered them from a Target that is 20 minutes away from the Target that's 2 minutes away from my house. Silly. Totally my fault. So I drove all the way out here. And this is a nice one. It's a new Target. It's probably the newest one we have in town. And yeah, and they still had quite a few on the floor. So there was no shortage of them in there. And you're getting blasted by that sun, I see. So yeah, I had to. I got one for myself. I got one for Luke, and then I ended up getting one. Oh, you know, I am a sucker. I am. There it is. It's the side. It's kind of cool that they put a slipcover over it. You know, that's a different take on it. But that's the digibook. So I'm gonna send that over to Luke, and then keep one for myself. And then I had a little Panda Express, because the boys are at home. They're doing their own thing, trying to get ready for, we have 2 parties coming up at the house, so they're doing stuff in the backyard. They already had a little dinner, so I stayed out here and had some dinner at Panda Express. If you're not familiar, Panda Express is it's like a fast food-ish Chinese food place, but it's pretty good. You know, they make the food fresh right there, and it's not bad. And then little piggy me made a spill on my shirt, so I gotta spot it when I get home. See, this is all the interesting day-to-day stuff that you guys never see. Boring, boring, boring. But that's it. So picked those up. Very happy about that. And I'm glad I could get it for Luke, because it sounds like he was having a hard time, you know, finding someone who could get one in the States. Which I could understand. You know, if you only have one Target in town, which I would imagine is normal for most towns, but our silly town has numerous. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to do that. And then, it's already 7:30. So that means I'll be starting the next night of the movie marathon in about an hour or so. And gonna bust out those movies. So I will catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, back home. I've been home for hours and already watched Alien vs. Predator. There we go. No, that's Predator. What am I showing you? Where is my Alien vs. Predator? Okay, back home. Already watched Alien vs. Predator. First movie of the night. And I still enjoy it. You know, I had watched it years ago. And from what I remembered, I had enjoyed it. And you know what? For me, it's fun. It's an alien battling a predator, battling humans. They're in this freaky pyramid that turns out to have, it changes, it doesn't change directions, but it has all these crazy things that change within the pyramid. It's like a crazy maze. And you've got aliens in there. Listen, it's in a snow atmosphere because they're in Antarctica. I like it. I thought it was fun. I love that the woman and the predator teamed up at the end, and it was fun for me. Way more entertaining than Predator. Jesus, you think I've been drinking tonight? Predators. So yeah, I mean, Alien vs Predator is one that I would definitely go back and watch again. And so now we're on to Requiem. One that I remember not liking. But we'll see. I'm going to give it another shot. It's just another 2-pack that I made myself. Because it saves on storage, you know? All you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, you know, like the Fast and the Furious movies. I mean, now I just, you know, let's talk about digital copies for a sec. There are some movies I don't mind having digital only on Vudu. And going through my collection, I just kind of found that I never really watched the Fast and the Furious movies, like once in a blue moon. So I got all of them on Vudu. And I'm like, you know what? If for some reason Vudu shuts down or the copies aren't there anymore, I'm not really going to be heartbroken. But before that, when they were on my shelf, you know, you had like, 7 movies lined up. And that takes up a chunk of space. So what I had done was I just bought like a 7-disc blu-ray case and put them all in there, and then just did some cover art for it. Saves on space, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so let's get to Requiem. And where I go from there, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to fit in another trilogy. I may watch the black and white version of Logan. We'll see. Let's get through Requiem first. Oh boy. Alien vs Predator Requiem. It's about as I remembered it. It's part Lifetime movie, part sci-fi movie. I mean, the front half, I just don't know what they were thinking. It just didn't blend. It's like you were engrossed in whatever sci-fi was going on, with the predator coming to check out, the aliens, and then you have this teenage drama, and then you've got this mom coming home from the war. Oh my gosh. Now, there are nuggets in there that were entertaining. When we actually had predators versus alien, and then you had the actual hybrid creature, the predator alien, that was really cool. The hospital scene, everything that happened in the hospital was gross, and that was really cool. It didn't mesh well for me at all. At least, like, I told you guys my feelings. I told you guys my feelings about predators. But at least in that movie, you were in that environment the whole time. You were in a sci-fi environment that entire movie. This one was just mishmash back and forth, just a whole bunch of shit that didn't really matter in the end. Like, who really cares? Who really cares that this lady came back from the war? I mean, and the daughter missed her, and the husband was in charge the whole time, and this guy that's in love with this girl, and the guys beat him up, and who gives a fuck? No, I enjoy a slow burn. I enjoy backstory on characters, but when it came to this, it didn't fucking matter. I wanted them all to die. It's true. Anyways, and also a positive for this, the practical effects were very good. I thought the creature effects were very good. They were very, very entertaining. But overall, I don't think it's one that I'm going to watch again. This one, yes. This one, no. So now I'm thinking I'm at about 20 hours. I've got 4 hours to go. And I'm thinking I'm going to do something. Hold on. So because I have about 4 hours left, I did my trilogy. Now I think I'm going to do a double feature, a John Travolta double feature. I'm going to go Urban Cowboy, one of my favorites. I don't know. I dig that movie. And then this is the new edition of Saturday Night Fever, the director's cut, which I have not watched yet. In fact, I haven't even opened this yet.
Go figure.
No, this one just came out not too long ago. This is the unrated version. Let's see. The theatrical is 118 minutes. The director's cut is 122 minutes. So we will see. Look at that slipcover. That's awesome. Don't you love it?
No. It's a cool cover. It's a lame movie.
What? You don't like Saturday Night Fever?
I do not at all. I don't like John Travolta.
Did you like Urban Cowboy?
No.
Sissy, get in the car. Sissy. You don't remember him
I vaguely do.
saying sissy all the time?
I don't like Travolta.
I'm just saying, these are entertaining movies.
He's overrated.
I don't know. I enjoy these two.
He's overrated.
Sissy, get in the car. Come on, Sissy. Let's go. Sissy, get me a beer. So here we go. We're going to end the 24-hour movie marathon with 2 John Travolta classics. I will talk to you after. Which one am I going to watch first? I could give a fuck. How about there? I answered for you.
Is that going in?
Yeah, that one's going in. I could give a fuck.
But you're going to edit out my political things.
Yes, absolutely.
Fair enough. I just don't want you pissed off at me anymore.
Which one?
Okay. I would go out. I'd go out with something upbeat. So I'd say save Saturday Night Fever for last.
Okay, that's a good call. I like that. So we're doing Urban Cowboy first. I will see you afterwards. All right, just finished up with Urban Cowboy. I know the lighting here is horrible, but Urban Cowboy, it's about 2:20 in the morning. Still love this movie, and it is a shame that it's not on Blu-ray yet. It really should be, and with some decent special features. The DVD only has outtakes and what was the other thing? Rehearsal footage. I mean, all the stuff. I don't know where I was looking. All of the stuff that they could potentially put on an Urban Cowboy Blu-ray, it would be plentiful. You know, I mean, if you could get interviews with, whoever's still alive on the cast. I mean, John Travolta. You could get Deborah Winger. The 2 main players, possibly an audio commentary. Any behind-the-scenes footage. You could do a documentary. I know they did one on Gillies, where they filmed it, or most of it. Scott Glenn is still alive. So that would be cool. I would love to see something like that. It was made in 1980, so I mean, it'd be a shame to wait another, 3 years for an anniversary edition, but I'd love to see it one day. I was looking at John Travolta's filmography, and, it's pretty awesome. He did, Saturday Night Fever, and then Grease came after that, and then Urban Cowboy. I mean, just 3 classics right there. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
You liar. Are you lying?
About what?
You're not even listening to me?
No.
So it's up there. I'm going to finish the night with Saturday Night Fever. This will officially be the last movie in the 24-hour movie marathon. And I'll talk to you guys afterwards, but it's been a lot of fun. I've never watched this many movies in, 4 nights ever. So it's kind of been, I mean, it's been super fun, but I'm like, oh my God, I gotta keep watching these movies. So yeah, I will catch you guys after Saturday Night Fever, the last movie. I know, I love you too, but can you move? I love you too. I love you too, but I'm trying to film this. I know. I know. I know. Oh, you're just a sweet girl. Can I film this now? Can I record this? Can I? Are you gonna lay here? Okay, this isn't helping. Okay, all right. How am I gonna record this? Okay, now I gotta move it over here. What? Alright, you guys. It's 4:30 in the morning. I finished Saturday Night Fever. I watched 4 movies tonight. And that officially took me to 24 hours and 1 minute. I calculated. So that is the official end of the 24-hour movie marathon. Thank you, Ryan Chattaway. The dog, I was going to film this a different angle, and the dog said, no, we're going to record this angle. The Blu-ray, is that a beautiful slipcover, for real? What was I going to say? The Blu-ray. It has an extra 4 minutes on the director's cut. Nothing, you know, that's going to knock your socks off, but it's cool to have that additional footage added in. And inside, have you guys seen these slipcovers? Those are pretty tight. I don't think I've seen those yet. Those are cool. June. What? Available on Blu-ray and DVD May 2017 and digital HD now with bonus features June. Oh, okay. Yeah, so these should be in the stores now. Alright. That's it. I'm going to bed. And tomorrow I gotta edit all this. Which should actually be pretty fun. I'm glad I did it this year. It was a good time. Like I said, for you guys that do 24 straight hours, oh my goodness. I don't know how you do it. I did, well, 8 hours today, and I'm beat. Huh. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Alright, you guys. Thank you for joining me and watching this, and I will catch you next time. Take care.